Okay, welcome to Visio 3. Now, in this video what we're going to have a look at is how we can actually customize the stencils. So these stencils down here are the standard ones, and if I drag a process on to the screen here, it comes on as that standard process, which is not what I want, because I've decided that that's how I want my process to look, with the yellow background and text in it of that size. So what I can do is I can save that one as my own stencil, but what I have to do first of all is I have to go to my shapes, because these are the only ones that I can customize, and if I go to favorites, down here I have process, which I can just delete, but what I can do is I can click and drag this one into my shape area, make it editable, and then I can call that one process. And I can now delete that one. The reason I couldn't delete that one is I had to actually have a shape in there. I'm just going to change that to 0 process, just so it doesn't have the dot extension at the end. You'll notice how it's taken the shape off the screen here, but that doesn't matter. I'm going to drag them all in here. This is going to be called 0 start. And if I can type, the decision and the end. And if I just delete all of this now, what you'll see is that now we've got our own shapes in here. What we can do is we can drag our own shapes on, and they come on with the settings that we put in there. So decision, another process, in fact we have a decision after that, and then end. And if you remember, what we did was we clicked on the shape, and then holding down Control, we clicked on the other shapes in the order in which we want them connected, and then click on the little Connect Shapes button, and they get connected. I can now line that up with the center, and I can choose that one, Control click that one, Connect Shapes, and it puts the decision, so that's the no, go back to step 1. Okay, so that's how we actually edit the shapes and put them in there. You will, however, notice that the text color hasn't come across. Yeah? The text size has come across, the fill background has come across, the text color has not. So do just be aware of that. Okay, so that's roughly how we edit shapes, create our own master shapes. They do have to be in hours, and once we've set that up, you'll notice we get this little prompt box here telling us that we haven't saved it yet. So if I click save, that's now saved that stencil in my favorites. So if I click on there, right click and say close, now if I open it up again, so I go to my shapes, favorites, it's got the shapes in there again. Yeah, because I'd saved them. You do need to make sure that you actually save them. Yeah. And you can create new stencils in here as well, so rather than just having them in favorites, if you go to organize my shapes, you can actually create a whole load of folders in there for your shapes to go into. Okay, that's all for this video. I'm the Adobe Guy, and thank you for listening.